Confiscate the money. That girl is a real rowdy. Small world, all her friends know me.
So we are back with the brand new episode of Cincinnati Stingers MyLEAGUE here in NBA 2K17. But last episode, once another season of the Stingers franchise, we had another great year once again. So obviously winning a championship back-to-back years is a great thing for this organization ever since the Shea Wheeler, Nick Cheeks, and Francis Jenkins dynasty days. So we're finally back on track with our man Craig Lawson, Connie Kerr, who else is on there? Archie Wells, Gar Snow is a big part of this organization too. Gar Snow is the walking triple-double. Obviously that was the title of last episode because he had one of his best seasons of all time, at least in his career so far. So Gar Snow looking to go and add an additional role this season as a primary scorer on the shooting guard position. But one other man who might have a good year this year is Chris Miz. So Chris Miz, obviously 35 years old. He is kind of getting up there though. His scoring ability still top notch though in the NBA. He's got the best, really good athleticism, really good playmaking, really good everything. He's almost like a mini LeBron who just never really accomplished as much as he really should have. So Chris Miz hopefully going to get back on track with his career once again. But another man who could go and have a big impression this year, at least maybe even next year though, is the man we drafted, Brady, in the draft. I think he's like 5th overall. He dropped to us at point guard. We need a backup point guard, so we got him. But right now our starter at point guard is Steele. Got Gar Snow, Mayo, Kerr, Lawson, Reed, Lawson, and so on. But right now Archie Wells is out for the, or at least out for the first few weeks. But we're still at the sim 4-1, 6-1, 6-2. So not too bad a record so far, I guess, for the Stingers, as it's kind of a lot worse, I guess, than usual. Usually we're pretty good, like we start off maybe, I don't know, 16-1, but right now we are 19-9, so not the greatest. Usually we're maybe a lot of games above 500, so clearly something is not clicking at this point. Maybe it could be scoring options, I have no idea, but right now everything starts coming together though. Around 11 game, 12 game winning streaks here that's actually happening so far, so not too bad right now for us, as we're now 40-10 on the season. So we won 18 games, 19 games, and about 20 games on the season in a row so far, heading this All-Star break. So 23 on heading the All-Star break. MVP right now 5th is Gar Snow. Right now rookie there we have nobody, 6th man nobody. Defensive player we do have Craig Lawson and Bradley Beal Jr. again. So I don't know if Beal Jr. is so good, but Gar Snow is 5th in the MVP. It's cool to see that. But Craig Lawson on the Eastern All-Stars. But where's the guy in the MVP conversation? Gar Snow. This 2K thing is so messed up. Like the simulation, I know I say it a lot, but this sim is messed up completely though. So Craig Lawson, our only All-Star so far for the season, should be Gar Snow, Craig Lawson, Connie Kerr, the usual. So I don't know why it's so messed up like that. But going into the rest of stuff though, it's like a 3-point contest. You have nobody usually, even though you should have a few guys like Gar Snow on there. But when it comes to leads and the stars, you have nobody else. So I don't know why most of our players don't make it. The NBA does not love our team when it comes to giving awards. So Alfredo Lawson, we're probably gonna go, I guess, look at maybe re-signing him. I guess, I have no idea. Make it 13.25 million, pretty high salary. But anyway, we'll go and sign him, so maybe go trade him at the draft for a good draft pick. So maybe you might be able to do that. But right now we're just continuing at 35-0, 36-37, and we lose to the Celtics by 10 points. So man, that was a crazy winning streak, as we lose to heading into the last game of the seasons and stuff, as Tyler Weaver is your MVP, Joey Lane is Rookie of the Year on there, Westbrook Jr. is 6th Man of the Year on the Nuggets, and Bradley Beal Jr. is Defensive Player of the Year once again. So he's averaging 5.1 steals. That's pretty obvious why he is DPOY, even though he's a shooting guard. So one thing that's crazy though is Giannis Antetokounmpo is Coach of the Year on here. So you never thought Giannis would be head coach, just how young he is in real life, but now he is a head coach. He's a great one too, winning Coach of the Year with the Memphis Grizzlies. So LNBA first team nobody, second team of Gar Snow on there. So finally getting recognition, as he did not make the All-Star team, but he is on the All-NBA team. So I guess I'll let that pass for now. But defensive teams, we do have Craig Lawson on the first team, which is an obvious lock for first team. But no Connie Kerr, who was DPOY a few years back, or even like last year, I can't really remember. But he is not on there, as our first round matchup is against the 76ers almost every single year. As they have K, they got Alvarez, and they got Norman. So a great team, I guess, considering how much they have. But we have Gar Snow and Chris May out for like 2 to 4 weeks and 4 to 6. So not really good for us, as we take game 1 though by a score of 121-111 final, as loss puts up 26-11, Kerr 17-11 for a double there. As our team, we need to go get on track here, as we lose game 2. That's a 1-1 series here, all tied at 1 apiece, as we lose by 12 points to them. As the Wells has a great game, but K 44 points against the Stingers, not that great. As game 3, you take game 3 to make it 2-1 series here. Alvarez 20 points, Paxson a double there, but Kerr 26-9-4, as he had a great game for us in that game. So now game 4, we take game 4 to go up 3-1 here against these 76ers. Wells put up 26 points and 12 assists for a double there, as Lawson 14 and 16 for a double. So We're going into this last game trying to go and eliminate the 76ers this season, and we do 137-122 final, as well as puts up 29 points, 12 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block. So great overall game for us as we move on to the semifinals after K puts up 48 on us. So we didn't have the greatest defense, but we ultimately overcame it with our great offense, as we're going to go and face the Miami Heat in the second round. So the Heat, they're not too bad of a team, I guess. They're pretty decent, as they do have like an 80 overall, 89, 88, and so on. So injuries, we do have 2 injuries. Gar Snow and Chris Mayo still out day to day and 1 in 2 weeks. So we're going to be missing our 2 stars in the starting lineup, so our backups have to step up. We take game 1 though. Now we're up 1-0 here in this series, 120-130 final in that game. As Kurt puts up 28 points there, as he's doing great right now without Mayo and Gar Snow in the lineup. But game 2, we take game 2, and that's Gar Snow's debut. 47 points, 11 rebounds for a double-double. Wells 23 and 12, at least considering assists for 12 assists. But we see game 2, now up 3-0 here against the Heat, as Townsend 24, but Gar Snow 30 points in his second game. Lawson 24 and 17 for a double-double there, as we're just killing it with Gar Snow back in the lineup. As game 4, you're going to game 4, we could go and limit them, but right now, that's just crazy, as look at that, 22 3-point attempts by Gar Snow in that last game. That's insane. I've never even seen that many by one player ever in an NBA game. So you guys probably saw tons of that, but I've never seen that in any of the simulations I've ever done. But game 4, we take game 4, 137-130 final, 7-point win for us. As we move on, the CF. So Gar Snow 45 points in that game. He's a beast right now. I don't know how much he's averaging, but he's probably averaging over at least 35 when it comes to the playoffs so far. So Gar Snow 10 for 22 on 3-point attempts. At least that game, he's pretty good at 3 from the 3. As we are moving on to the next round to face the Boston Celtics once again. So the Celtics, we face them every single year. I'm not kidding. We face them every single year. So we're just going to go and see if we can go and face up and match up very well against them this season. As injuries, they do have Chris Mayo here day to day now, but they have Jane Keane day to day. So I guess it's pretty even there when it comes to injuries in this matchup. So ECF game 1, they take game 1 to go 1-0 here in the series. Gar Snow puts up 35 points, but Mayo 30 and 5 there. As we just cannot fend off the Celtics good players. Though, like Conley Jr., great player, but we take game 2, 1-1 series, right to 5-point W by us. In that game, as Valentine puts up 25 points, but our team is great enough as we take a 2-1 lead here in this series, 111-90 final. Gar Snow 26 points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists for a double-double. So I guess pretty game by him. But now game 4, we take game 4 to go 3-1 here in this series, 41-10 and 7 for Gar Snow. That's his stats. So great game by him, and Lawson double-double there too. As you're going into game 5, you're trying to go and take this one in Cincinnati. We take this one 113-103 final, moving on to the NBA Finals once again. Gar Snow 46 points in that game. That's insane to see that out of our great player in Gar Snow. But Valentine 30, as we're facing the LA Clippers here in the finals. The Clippers, they're a great team though in this playoffs. Even though they're the 7th seed, they are 44-38. They got a great team: Armstrong, Reed, Thompson Jr., Wiggins. I mean, they got basically a great lineup compared to ours. As we have Stefan out and we have Hal. They have Hal out. So I guess we have the better hand when it comes to injuries. But game 1 in Cincinnati, we take this one 126-120 final. We win by 4 points in game 1. But Snow 33 points, 10 rebounds for a double-double there. As Wells actually a double-double there too. So Wells really did up benefiting from Gar Snow coming back in the playoffs. Now we're up 1-0 here. Going to game 2, we win game 2 big, 153-95 final. We beat him by almost 60 points in that game. 58 to be exact. As Gar Snow 55 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists, 2 steals, 1 block for a triple-double. So I was waiting for that one triple-double, but he finally gets it here in the finals, as he had a great game though, like awesome for us. As Thompson 23 and 10 when it comes to assists for a double-double there. So going to game 3, we got to look at take a 3-0 lead here in the finals in LA, but we take this one by 9 points. Remember, we have a 3-0 lead here in the NBA Finals. Gar Snow 36 points, 8 rebounds, 19 assists for a double-double. So I mean, this man is killing it so far, almost triple-doubles almost every single game. As now we're up 3-0 here in this series. We're in LA with a lead through 3.
It's stolen by Kerr. Now Cincinnati moving it up on the court right now for Cincinnati. We've got Snow, and it's Lawson in at the center, locking down the middle.
Oh, quick hands on the steal, and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and offensively.
Terrific defensive instincts to come away with that one, and he showed no hesitation in how he completed that transition opportunity.
And they've done it, the new NBA champions.
Well, they did it, and as they celebrate, you can just see the relief, the exhilaration that comes from winning it all.
You have to hand it to the entire organization. They work together to get right here.
And guys, what a reward for the fan base. I mean, I know one thing, they're going to enjoy this memory for a long, long time.
And we have enjoyed our time with you folks all season long. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long. Have a wonderful summer.
So the Stingers are champions once again. So we win our back-to-back championships here, a three-peat here in this series, as we won our 15th or 14th title in our franchise. As Gar Snow, great player, 35 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, drafted 31st overall in the 2039 NBA draft. So I mean, he's probably one of the greatest. Actually, no, I think it's 2040 draft, but he is doing very well right now as we win another championship, and he is your Finals MVP. 39.8 points per game average in the Finals, 9.3 rebounds, and 11 assists. So average double-double there in the Finals. Gar Snow, 33.8 points per game in the regular season, so he just killed it through the entire regular season campaign for us to go in the playoffs. So that's the stats. So their team just did very well, I guess, even though the points per game are down just based on how well Gar Snow did. But I guess it's about same old. We did win a championship, and that's all really matters in the end. So when it comes to the playoffs, so Gar Snow, obviously the best player on the team, averaged the most points, they obviously shot the most shots, and he only had one triple-double there in the playoffs as a player. So when it comes to player retirement, so we do really have nobody, I guess. You have Ellis Cummings, Conrad Wolf, who is a 9-time All-Star, so he's a guaranteed Hall of Famer right there. But when it comes to the rest, though, we do have Howard. A lot of players are NBA champions or second team All-Rookie. Basically, that's what you see when it comes to these player retirements now, NBA champ, all second All-Rookie. But Joe Strawberry did retire on here. He was on our team for about one season before he got picked in the expansion draft to the Kansas City Knights. So when it comes to staff retirements, we have really nobody there, as Conrad Wolf is going to the Hall of Fame. Obviously, we knew he was a first ballot Hall of Famer, 24.6 points per game and 10 rebounds. But Conrad Wolf gets his jersey retired by the Trailblazers. We're going into the next thing, though, which is league meetings. We have really nothing there. Same old. I don't know why they want to change the shot clock to 30 seconds, though. It doesn't really make too much sense why they even proposed that. But draft lottery, you have nobody, nothing really major for us, as we don't even have a pick in this draft. So really nothing to look forward to, I guess, for us, as we're at the same old coaching staff for this next season. But let's get right into this draft, though.
We have a trade to announce. With the first pick in the NBA draft, the Golden State Warriors select the 22-year-old big man from Sweden. With the second pick in the NBA draft, the Golden State Warriors select the 20-year-old shooting guard from Serbia. With the third pick in the NBA draft, the Toronto Raptors select Charles Dunleavy from Iowa State University. We have a trade to announce. With the fourth pick in the NBA draft, the 20-year-old big man from Turkey. With the fifth pick in the NBA draft, the San Antonio Spurs select Julian Richardson from the University of Kansas. We have a trade to announce. With the sixth pick in the NBA draft, the Milwaukee Bucks select Sean Patton from Duke University. With the 7th pick in the NBA draft, the Indiana Pacers select Ted Humphries from West Virginia University. With the 8th pick in the NBA draft, the New Orleans Pelicans select Patrick Samuel from Marquette University. With the 9th pick in the NBA draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Larry Robinson. We have a trade to announce. With the 10th pick in the NBA draft, the Washington Wizards select the 19-year-old small forward from China. With the 11th pick in the NBA draft, the Charlotte Hornets.
It's another year, and this is probably one of the worst drafts I've ever seen when it comes to talent. So 75 overall goes first, second overall is a 71. I guess it's not the worst I've ever seen, but it's probably up there when it comes to the worst, though. Good thing we didn't have a pick in this draft, as this was basically is a draft full of players that will not make an impact whatsoever coming off the rookie season. So maybe Michael Norberg might be able to do something there with his new team, but other than that, it doesn't really look that great for the NBA player, at least draft class players this season. So Stephon, though, you want to re-sign him for this season. Obviously a great player though for organization, so gotta go and get him re-signed for the season, as he is a major basically a major factor in the playoffs. He's very fast, great ball handling skills. As we also re-sign our backup point guard in Edgar Steele. Gonna pull off a trade though. We need to go and acquire San Antonio's first round pick, as they are gonna be a terrible team, I guess, in the next few years, so we might as well pick it up anyway. And they agreed to trade after trading like a few seconds and crappy crappy players. So free agents, we do have Okidi, Baxter, Stark, Sullivan, West, McLeod, Jeffries, and Arthur. So all great free agents there. Probably one of the best free agent classes that I've seen so far in the past few years. But we signed Wes Newsom there, great 3-point shooter, even though he's a center, and we do re-sign Stephon and Steele as our players. So anyway, going into the draft summit though, we do have a few interesting players like Wilkins, 84 overall, 6'9". He's a shooting guard, probably one of the best prospects that I've ever seen to come out of this, besides our man Chris Mayo. But look at his stats though. Should we go and acquire him maybe for next season? I have no idea why not, because it is our last season of the Stingers franchise tomorrow. So anyway, I guess on this episode off right here. Make sure to like, subscribe for more Stingers franchise, and thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.